So hi. It's been a minute. It's been 2 months to be fair. Um, well, it's been over 2 months because I, today kind of marks. Well, I mean, today's like 2 months ago. Today, 2 months ago, yesterday was the release of Reanimal. No, I didn't coordinate that. It happened to be the case. I just didn't find the time to record in the last week or so. So I said I'd be back this week if if things ended up being as hectic as they were. They weren't really that hectic. I just time wise took me a little bit. But yeah, it's been 2 months. Didn't mean for that to happen. That really sucks. I've officially done far worse this semester in terms of making videos than I did last semester, which really fucking sucks. And I really hate that because all that's happened is that I'm just really disappointed in myself for not making videos. And it had to do with multitude of things. I made some dumb decisions in the last 2 months that contributed to it, but it really became that certain things I was prioritizing ended up kind of consuming me a little bit, and it wasn't even like school related. It was just that there were certain things I was choosing to do over like making videos. And then even like because sometimes it takes me a little initiative to even get videos started, and that just fell short constantly, which was not the plan, but that just ended up being how it was. Here's the reality of the matter. So I've really fallen out of making videos. I haven't even recorded my first I haven't even recorded a solo gaming video this year. That's how bad it is. Whatever is the next game that I record solo, that'll be my first of the year, which is saying something considering we're like midway through April. I am very disappointed in myself on many fronts due to that realization. And honestly, all I'm trying to do from now going forward is improving and being better than that. In terms of while I was gone, I did stumble upon noticing that I gained like 5 subs. I don't know when that happened. I'm assuming it was close to when Nerdy and I were doing Reanimal because I don't know why else that would have happened. Maybe some people subbed from his channel. I don't know. Whatever the case, if to those people who subscribed, I appreciate it. Sorry that you chose a really bad time to subscribe considering I was gone for 2 months. And we got past 270 subs, which is very neat. I only ended up seeing the number once just because I was switching channels and I happened to come across the number while switching channels because I ended up seeing all the sub counts of all the like accounts that I have and such. I only have two channels, which is my old channel and this current channel. I just mean that I have a lot of Google accounts. And yeah, I just end up seeing sub counts of everything. But yeah, that besides that, I want to do better. I'm very disappointed in myself with how the last 2 months have gone. I've focused on things that I should not have focused on. I kind of want to talk about like the struggle part of when me making videos. So, and it's the struggle really at its core just has to do with like ADHD and shit. And in the past, I like just at least taking medication for it. That allows me to get through editing a lot better. The Reanimal like footage is roughly 5 hours, and that in my head is like daunting. It's relatively daunting to do, and it's not something I could ever. I just it's not something I see myself being able to go through when I'm not like on ADHD medication, which just sucks. My One of the goals I have going forward, I want to be able to conquer my ADHD in a way where it's like like I'm not even thinking about it being an issue while doing my fucking hobby. Like I hate that that is like the core of that. It's just quite simply that I can't even will myself to do my own fucking hobbies, and it's oh so irritating. And there's elements to it. Part of it is overthinking, part of it is time blindness. Time just fucking goes by. I mean, even when I'm like on like meds, time blindness is even more in effect because I'll be doing something and then an hour goes by and I'm like, well, shit. And like planning to do certain things in a day, I may have the idea of doing a video, or like I may want to do a video and then I'm like, oh, let me take a couple like take a couple minutes to do this one other thing, and it won't even be like something I have to do. It's just something I'm like in the moment I want to do it, and then I do it, and then time just fucking flies by while that's happening. I'm like, well, damn it. And then something else happens, like there's another thing I want to do, and then it just the whole day goes by and I'm like, well, I wanted to do a video, now it's fucking midnight. Like, it sucks. It's just something I have to manage over time. And for a frame of reference to anybody who may have ADHD and think of, for my age of 23, that I should be not struggling as much with this, keep in mind I got diagnosed pretty early on in my life, and I got medicated pretty much immediately. And I've been medicated for like 13 years, which I realized recently, just due to some stuff I had to find for doctor stuff. And just seeing all that, I'm like, in a way, it used to be easier for me to cope with it, and it's weird to think about it like this, but it's kind of because it was almost easier to cope not knowing what the fuck ADHD really was for me, because I always attributed these other things to like, oh, what the fuck, I'm not like feeling it in the moment, not feeling like doing something in the moment. But then knowing all these things, that like ADHD really isn't what it does for me, it's like, well, shit, I'm just a lump on a fucking log. And it's like, now that I know all this, it's like I have to work to get past it. And another aspect of that is like the overthinking nature of it. Like, I was not on meds this past weekend, and I think it was mainly because I was almost forcing it, but like I couldn't get anything done in general. For the most part, I think it's when I don't think about it too much, which makes things a lot easier to just do, or whatever. But like, once I'm overthinking it, it just doesn't get done. It's horrible. One of these days I'll figure shit out, but like, that's gonna be a whole journey in itself for me. And because the goal in bringing it back to like content creation, the goal is I want to eventually be able to make videos and not have to rely on my ADHD medication to get a part of it done, because that to me almost makes no sense. Even though there is that part of ADHD that it's like you can't even do your own hobbies that you want to do. It's like, it's bizarre, and it feels almost wrong to have to rely on something to to rely on a medication to do a hobby. It feels fucked up. So that it's just something I gotta work through over time, and I'm sure I'll find ways to like get through, like, because editing's the big thing when it comes to all of that. It's I can probably like, playing a game is distracting myself regardless, so it's not like that's a task. Editing is more like a job when it comes to making a video. It's not everybody likes to edit. And here's the thing, I don't necessarily like to either, but at the same time, what I could do to make it easier is just edit less. But here's the thing, I kind of like the standard I've set for myself in terms of editing, and I don't want to regress, because regressing, I feel like, puts my videos in a state that I wouldn't really enjoy. They become more boring, and I just don't want that. I'd rather progress and try to get better with editing, and just, I have ideas for edits in my brain. Not, I would say about 70% of the time they aren't executed the way I want them to, but sometimes I leave them in because I'd rather have something that's like, oh, that was kind of cool, even though it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, versus not doing it at all. I'm hoping to look back on this video and be talking about all this one day and just be like, fuck yeah, I conquered it all. Fuck you past me. It's just, I will be very happy if that day ever comes, and I don't know. But I'm very disappointed in myself because I, even like towards the end of last year, I was like teasing stuff that I was videos I was planning on doing at the beginning of the year, all that jazz, and none of it happened. I got one infamous video out that I recorded during my last semester, and that was fucking it. And I even had an idea to like come back this week with an upload every day. That was in like, I realize now that was just not feasible for me, because do I have the footage for that? Yes and no. I was going to record a video or two to like make it so that was possible, but then because I was gonna do it over the weekend, and then I was off my meds, and I just couldn't will myself to do anything, and I hated the feeling the entire weekend of being like that. It was just pissing me off. I hate that I can't push through to do this. It's so fucking frustrating. And I know I'm complaining about something that's like, people literally can't do this even if they tried to push through it. They literally couldn't, and I know. I'm aware that there are people in a much worse scenario, and I am sorry to everybody who is. I'm just simply trying to I want you guys to understand my brain. I feel like that might at least help with understanding the bullshit that is with this channel sometimes. I really want to improve. I want to be better. I want to look back on this and just know that I fucking broke through it in like a year. It might take longer, but like a year. And here's the other part, like, and I kind of almost say a year specifically, because this is kind of a goal I have, and this doesn't negate anything I've said in the past, by the way, with what I'm about to say. I want content creation to at least be a place I have income coming from in roughly a year from now. And I say that specifically because that is around the time that I plan on graduating from college. And I said a second ago, this doesn't negate anything I've said, because content creation isn't something that is money first for me. I genuinely enjoy making videos. The purpose in me making videos is that I want to make shit that people enjoy, make shit that makes people happier. That is the entire point. I want to give people laughs. That is the point of me making content. But obviously, who wouldn't fucking want this to be their career? And I'm not saying career, obviously. That in a year, that's beyond unreasonable. But if somehow I end up making some money from this in a year, I will consider that goal accomplished. Even if it's a fucking 50 cents a month. I don't fucking know. And even speaking of that, my Nerdy just got monetized on YouTube, so congrats to him. I'm sure he's probably making schmeckles a month too. If I'm at that point, I will be. It'll be something to work off of, but that's a goal I have in mind. It's more of a self goal. Again, it's not a numbers goal. It's just that I want to be in a state where I am maybe making a little bit of income from YouTube. I don't know. I also don't know what a year from now looks like for me, besides probably graduating college. Sorry, this was kind of disorganized. I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time. Yes, I am back, I guess. I don't want to say that, because I know I'm gonna fucking probably upload again in 2 weeks. That's not what the aim is. The aim is for me to get back into the editing groove and start recording regularly and editing again and getting videos out to you guys. That is the goal. I'm gonna work through this shit. Please, I'm telling myself right now, work through this shit for the love of God, so you're not hating yourself that you're not doing this fucking hobby. Oh yeah, that was another thing I wanted to mention briefly, is that I mentioned in a previous video, like my reflecting video, that I treat this like a job. And I mean, although the analogy was fucking kind of weird, considering I said when I don't do it, I'm annoyed at myself. That's not what happens when you don't do a job. You get fired, you're broke, all that, this, that, and the third. So it was a bit of an iffy analogy. Sorry about that. It kind of made me sound a little out of touch. I apologize. I think part of what might help me get back to a more normal state with YouTube is just, again, treating it like a hobby, but also like I mentioned in community posts, like rewiring my brain a bit to just treat doing YouTube a little differently. And honestly, I don't know to what extent my aim of it is possible, but I'm at least gonna try to like get back. I'm gonna try to get to the state I want to be in, because hopefully that state is just me making content regularly. I just don't know anymore, man. I feel like this is like the same cycle, same shit I keep repeating, and it's getting on my nerves. Because like at the end of the day, I know that not many people give a shit about me or the channel, but like I'm giving a shit. I guess is the bottom line, and I need to like, I just want to persevere. But man, shit kind of sucks. Shit kind of sucks when you have ADHD to do that. Besides that, there were another thing that I kind of wanted to mention. You know, there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I'm blanking on what it was. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope to be back. I don't know. I'm gonna be pissed at myself if I'm not. But there's videos to come very soon if I am back. I promised the Reanimal video, so that will be soon, if not like this week, then probably next week. There's some other stuff that I plan on making videos on. I have some footage. I have part 1 of my overarching Halo playthrough of all the games with Louis. I have some Outlast Trials footage with the guys. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I have videos to make. I just need to like sit down, get in the headspace to just edit something, just like fucking cut the shit and edit something, man. Edit something together. And like I know Louis has like he streams and then uploads his VODs to YouTube. He doesn't really do edited content much anymore, which would be a strategy for me, but I prefer to do edited content as much as just takes me an eternity to like get myself to do it seemingly now. But I just prefer it because I prefer to just record. I almost don't like the idea of the loneliness of streaming, at least for a while. Yeah, it's just the loneliness of streaming that I don't like as much. I prefer to just record, edit, and then have a video that's sitting there, and people will gradually come to it. It's not like I'm just sitting there waiting for nobody anymore. It's just there. Here it is. Like, you know, but yeah. Anyways, sorry, took up a lot of your time. Apologies for that. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully I will see you guys very fucking soon. And I apologize that for my 2-month hiatus, time really got the better of me. I don't know how like a week to 2 weeks turned into like 2 months. It's crazy. But yeah, I will see you guys very soon with more content, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.